friends, I, Dr. Renu Ghosh, welcome you all to this online video presentation. In part 1 of the video, I introduce the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008 and discuss some salient features of Limited Liability Partnership. In part 2 of the video, I shall be discussing the differences between partnership firm, company and LLP. The first difference is body corporate. A company and LLP is a body corporate, whereas partnership firm is not a body corporate. A body corporate is a legal entity created. The identity of the corporate is different from its member. In case of company and LLP, the company is assumed to be a different person, which is different from the members of the company or the LLP. But in case of partnership firm, the partners and partnership firm is considered as one. Second, registration of partnership firm is optional. You can register a partnership firm or you can skip the registration. But in case of company and LLP, registration is compulsory with the registrar. The minimum capital clause is not specified in case of partnership firm as well as company and LLP. Fourth, liability. The liability of partners in case of partnership firm, we all know, is unlimited. But in case of company, the liability of the members is limited to the extent of any unpaid capital. It means if any portion of their shares is unpaid, then their liability is limited only up to that portion which is unpaid on their shares. Whereas in case of LLP, the liability of partners is limited to the extent of contribution. The minimum number of partners in partnership firm are 2 to 20. Whereas in case of company, a private company, the minimum number of members required is 2. Whereas in case of public company, the minimum number of members required is 7. For LLP, the minimum number of partners is 2. Next difference is designated partners or director. I discussed in part 1 of the video. The directors are known by the other name called designated partners in case of LLP. There is no such requirement of directors or designated partners in case of partnership firm. But in case of company, a private company, the minimum number of directors required is 2, whereas in case of a public company, the minimum number of directors to run the company is 3. In case of LLP, the minimum number of designated partners required is 2, and one of them should be resident in India. Next is the filing of annual return. No return is to be filed with the registrar in case of partnership firm because the partnership firms are not registered with the registrar. Whereas in case of company and LLP, filing of annual return with ROC, registrar of company, is compulsory. Next is the audit. The audit of partnership firm is compulsory if their annual turnover is above 40 lakh. Whereas the audit of the accounts of a company is compulsory in all the situations. Next is the audit of the accounts of LLP is compulsory if their turnover is above 40 lakh or the contribution by the partners exceeds 25 lakh. So we can say this feature of audit of the LLP is somewhere similar to the partnership firm. Next is the dissolution. A partnership firm can be dissolved by the agreement of partners, whereas the winding of the company is to be done by the tribunal. The winding of the company can be voluntary or compulsory by the tribunal, and the SUEM rules are applicable for the dissolution and winding up of the LLP. The dissolution and winding up of LLP can be voluntary or it can be made compulsory by the order of the tribunal. Is the concept of whistleblowing. There is no such provision of whistleblowing in case of partnership firm and the company, but adequate protection has been given to the whistleblower in case of LLP. Suppose something wrong is found against the LLP and the central government orders the investigation against the LLP. Then the person who helps the investigators in carrying out the investigations against the LLP is known as the whistleblower. It means the person who discloses something important about the LLP is known as whistleblower. And LLP Act gives adequate protection to the whistleblower. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of the video. Hope you enjoyed it.